Hello everybody, it's Sherry with the CGH Health Foundation, and I'm back with another easy healthy recipe for our What's Cooking CGH series. And today I'm going to give you a recipe for grilling outdoors. Now my husband and I love to grill outside, not just when the weather's nice. Sometimes we grill when the weather's kind of cold, and we have put all kinds of things on the grill, everything from pizza to pineapple. So it's fun to experiment with different things. But there's something that I learned in a cooking class several years ago that maybe will seem surprising to you. I believe that no meal is complete without salad. And so I will tend to include greens anytime I can. And like I said, several years ago in a cooking class we went to about grilling, the chef prepared a grilled romaine Caesar salad. And I bet you've never thought of putting lettuce on the grill, but you will be surprised, and I'll show you how it works, and you can try it and see for yourself whether you think it's a great idea or not. I'm going to start by making a very simple vinaigrette, and this is a handy recipe to have on hand. I'm not real fond of bottled commercial salad dressings because a lot of times you get a lot of stuff that you don't need, preservatives and extra salt and sugar and things like that. It's really, really easy to make your own salad dressings from scratch. And so that's what we're going to start off with, is a simple vinaigrette that you can make, and we'll use it on this salad, but you could use it on all kinds of salads. It only has a few ingredients, and the first ingredient is some extra virgin olive oil. And I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil and just measure it right here into my bowl. There's 2. And 3. The next ingredient is some vinegar, and I'm going to use a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. You could really use a lot of different kinds of vinegar, apple cider or balsamic vinegar, white wine vinegar, anything like that. I'm going to do some red wine vinegar. And let me get a tablespoon of that. And for flavoring, fresh herbs are awesome. And I always have fresh herbs in the summertime in my garden. I've got some fresh rosemary here, and I'm going to do about a teaspoon. Rosemary is kind of a strong herb. You could mix herbs if you wanted to do some thyme and oregano and rosemary, or just one or the other. If you're using fresh herbs, you're going to use a little bit more. You can use dried herbs for this, but just remember that when you dry herbs, it concentrates the flavor. So I would use maybe a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon of dried herbs and up to 2 full teaspoons of fresh herbs if you're going to do it. We're going to put in just a pinch of salt, not a whole lot, and pinch of pepper. I've got my grinder here, so I'm going to grind in. I usually count 1, 2, 3. So some ground pepper. We'll get our tablespoon out of the way. And I'm just going to whisk that up in the bottom of my bowl so it's pretty much combined. And it is ready to go. So let's set that aside for a moment and work on our lettuce. I'm using romaine lettuce because it's kind of a solid head. It'll stick together. And let's see, some of my leaves are a little brown. I might pull that one off. And I'm going to trim off that brown end just because it's not pretty, but just a tiny slice off the end. You want the head to stay together for grilling. So let me get that off. And I'm going to trim off about 1 inch or so of the other end. And that's really just because it's going to look prettier. You can always eat that little bit of lettuce if it's in good condition, and I might save it and do that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to cut this head right down the middle. So put my knife in there, and I've got it sliced right down the middle in half, so then you have a nice flat surface for putting on the grill. So let's take that vinaigrette that I made and your brush, and I'm going to brush all sides of the lettuce with the vinaigrette. You can smell the herbs. They smell good. I've got my grill pan heated on really high, and you do want this to be high temperature. You're looking to char just the outside of that lettuce, and you're not going to leave it on there very long. We don't want it to get soggy and limp. Just enough time for the edges to get a nice char on them, and turn it over once or twice, and then it might be a little bit warmer in the middle but not cooked completely through. So let's, can you hear the sizzle? Okay, I can hear it going. I had my lettuce wrapped in this tea towel after I washed it. I don't know if you can read that. Everybody knows how much I like greens. Says nobody got fat from eating too much kale, just saying. Okay, let me grab a set of tongs. Okay, just going to give it a minute here, not a whole lot more than that. My pan and my is really, really hot. Okay, so my romaine has been on the grill for about 2 minutes now. I'm going to get a flip over. You can see starting to get a little bit of brown on there. So let's turn it and cook it on this side. Another 2 minutes on this side, and then we'll flip it and give it about 2 minutes on the third side because my head is roughly triangular here. Okay, so there you have it. Now the hotter your grill, the faster it will go. My grill pan doesn't get quite as hot as my husband's nice grill, so I probably cooked it for about 2 minutes on 3 different sides so I could get all sides of the lettuce charred. So let's take one of those off of here. Juicy and grilled. Now to finish this up, or if you wanted to enhance it a little bit, you could sprinkle a little parmesan cheese on there or some blue cheese, and you could serve it with some additional vinaigrette that you made if you want to put some more on there. And let's give it a taste. This is a knife and fork kind of salad, but that works great if you're serving alongside a piece of grilled meat. That's good. Warm lettuce. Who would have thought it? I hope you'll give this a try and let me know what you think about it. Look for this and all of our other recipes on our What's Cooking CGH YouTube channel. And I hope I'll see you again sometime.